Namaste, Moshi Mosh. Hello everyone. This is Bhukat Banjara and you are watching Reviewing Coffee. I haven't come up with a name for this show yet, but yeah, in this segment I love to review some coffee. Being a person who loves coffee and the different tastes, I decided to rather share it with you guys, my own personal experiences and my own personal journey discovering some of the most delicious coffees available in the market and that are available in the stores or that I have experienced tasting during the traveling. So I welcome you all to this amazing show, to this amazing day. I hope you're all doing great. So let's begin. Who doesn't like a good cup of joe every morning? The flavor, the aroma, the caffeine kick just makes your day. My love for coffee has made me go to different cafes and try different coffees. And in this process, I have learned a lot and I'm here to share the knowledge and the taste. Some are famous brands, some are underrated. Nevertheless, my opinion is always brutal. If it's not good, it's not good. So that you can have a good cup of joe and feel delicious every time. Let's make coffee simple. This is Oshasambit Mishra. Welcome to Coffee with Bhukat Banjara. Today we have CCDs, which I told you in the previous video of reviewing Blue Tokai that I would try and find it. Coffee we are reviewing today is Filta Fresh Coffee from CCD. I have been a fan of Cafe Coffee Day. I'm not gonna lie about that. And this time they have come up with their own, coffee bag, which I remember imagining in the year 2016-17 to have my own personal line of coffee bags. And very soon after that, Sleepy Owl Coffee came up with the same idea. And then now we are seeing CCD and many others doing a very similar thing. And I have to be honest, it's a life-changing, product because you see, it's easier to carry some tea bags and put in some milk or water and have some really good tea. But when it comes to coffee, the whole brewing process and everything takes a lot of time, which is why while traveling, you cannot, be very handy with it. You cannot just sit on a train berth and pour the hot water and watch it swirl, swirl, swirl. No, you can't do that, right? Which is why I think these products are such a life changer. And I love the way they have designed it. I love it. You just pour it in some hot water, dip it in, and wait for a few while and enjoy the coffee. That's it. And as you can see, the dark estate, single estate blend, the dark forest thing, the darkness of this coffee, man, it's lovely. Today I've used a little bit more water because I'm in a good mood and I would love to have it a little, not very dark and mostly it's a brownish tint, but I assure you if you use minimum water, it's gonna be very dark and it does have a brownish tint. So but the whole flavor, the whole aroma is what you would actually find if you are drinking a cup of black americano in CCD store itself. Now I have always liked the aroma, although I do have to admit that Blue Tokai has won my heart with their, coffee blend. I mean, it's beautiful, and I did make a mistake of opening the packet and transferring it all to a plastic container, which you shouldn't. You should keep it in the same sealed pack so the aroma is conserved and you enjoy it every time. But I made that mistake. Don't make the same mistake. There's no such issues comes with these kind of coffee bags because you just dip it and you just have it and you throw it away. It's very cool, no big deal. While I do admit I enjoyed Blue Tokai a lot, I want to try this. I've been a fan of CCD, so I'm going to try this and let me see if the taste is as similar to as the one we get in the store. I have to admit, this is very almost same to the one you get in cafe, although the one in cafe has a little different flavor. I mean, it's a little bit lighter, I must say. This is a bit darker in taste. So this is not some oaky flavored coffee. This is very bitter in taste. Obviously, coffee is bitter in taste, but this one is not oaky flavored. It's more of a fruity vibe. You know, there's different types of afternote that you can feel, and this one has a very fruity vibe to it. It has that very subtle, what do you call it? Have you have you had that fragrance of subtle fragrance of rain pouring on soil or mud? That very subtle aroma that it you know spreads out. It has that, but not exactly that. It has something that is what I would compare. This might seem so illogical, but this is the experience that I'm having right now. This coffee, after there's a heavy rain pour, very muddy, after rain muddy smell it has. So it's very similar to that. Very heavy rain, not the light rain and the fragrant aroma, but that's okay, I guess. So that's the whole review about this coffee, and if you want to get it, you can go to the nearest CCD cafe, and this is not sponsored, by the way. You can go to the nearest CCD cafe and grab one and taste it, and let me know your experience in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you like, share and subscribe. By the way, have I told you guys that I discovered cold brewing recently, and it is life changing for me. So when you're hot brewing a coffee, there is a chance of, overdoing it, burning the whole coffee, and it tastes very bad, burnt and bitter smell it comes with. So hot brewing is a very slow and patient process, but when it comes to cold brewing, you just put coffee, water and refrigerate it for 12 to 24 hours depending on your level of dark taste you want. And since it's brewing for a very long time, oh boy, the level of bitter taste, the level of lovely dark taste it has, no, it's amazing. And personally, I find the blue tokai for mocha pot, I dark blend the that one that I had one on the previous review. I find that one to be amazing for cold brewing process. Like, although people do enjoy fruity flavor, light flavors and all that, but I am a person who very often enjoys a dark blend of coffee, like very oaky and dark flavor. I do not like to mix it with chocolate. I do not like to mix it with milk, not unless I'm going on a date or something. I mean, maybe then. Otherwise, my go-to beverage is often Americano, espresso, and cold brew Americano, which is lovely personally. So I discovered this cold brewing technique, and trust me, you should try it. And uh, in comparison to the hot brewing, I found that when you hot brew a coffee, you wait for it to cool down a bit and drink it. Even there's a chance of your stomach going blah, 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 blah. I mean, irritating your stomach, and you might want to, you might have an urge to pass your bowels. So if you want to avoid that irritation, cold brew is the way to go. Cold brew actually doesn't have such issues. It's a very good, like super easy, strong caffeine, like super easy way to wake yourself up and all that stuff if you are feeling sleepy during the day. But yeah, I get it. Everyone has a choice, and if you're waking up in the morning, you can have a hot brew, which will, like, you know, very much help you pass your bowels and give you a refreshing start. But I think the caffeine content in cold brew is much, much, much more than the hot brew, because it is brewed for a longer period of time, right? So that's what I feel, and I would really love it if you guys try some cold brew. It has been a life changer, game changer for me. And I would love, you know how much I love sharing my own experiences with you, which is why I opened this channel in the first place, and like it developed into that. And I would like you guys to try some cold brew coffee and let me know how you felt it. I can even make a video on how to cold brew if you guys want. That's usually, you know, whatever amount of water you take one third of coffee, not exactly one third, but you get the logic, somewhere between one sixth or one third of the coffee in comparison to the amount of water you're taking, and you refrigerate it overnight, putting a muslin cloth or some kind of uh, you know, I usually use a mason jar, but there are different devices for that, and it's your own choice. I personally found that if you are successful to lock the flavor of coffee inside the jar, doesn't matter what you use. Please don't use plastic, because it's never good, and the plastic actually messes up with the flavor of the coffee. So try for somewhat glass. Glass is always best, and it looks good in glass. So that's my point. Anyway, I hope you guys love this video, and if you love this video, please show some love. I am literally jittering after having a coffee, after having coffee from after such a long time. Love coffee, but I also suggest that you do not make coffee a habit, rather have it as some kind of reward, some kind of pleasure, some kind of luxury, but not a habit. Coffee addiction, tea addiction, any kind of addiction is always bad. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for more such videos. Guys, share it with your friends. Spread the love. Eat, explore, and inspire. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, sayonara, namaste, cheerio.